267-982-0342.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Tales from the Jails. We back with another with some more content for you, man. Some more real talk, man, about what's going on out here in society today. We're here at Pod Rooms USA to USA. TNS is the media. You know what I'm saying? The sponsor team, man. Thank you for everybody that's backing and all that. But how you doing, family? We here. We here for this live. Got my cousin Dot here. What's up, Dot?
What's going on? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good today, man. You know, there's just been a whole lot of stuff, man, that's been happening out here in society today. Like, I really want to get to this indictment that I've been looking at the other day.
Oh, from Church Street?
Yeah, I was looking at it today.
Yeah.
And what they got, like 18 members. They got my man, grandma, man.
They got a few old ladies on there, man.
Oh, it's a few. It's more than one.
It's more than one. It's like, I think like 2 to 3. They older people. Like, mostly everybody on the case old.
Yeah.
Everybody on the case past 45.
Yeah,
my
man.
barber on that joint.
Your barber on there?
Yeah, it says, I know said probably got at least be 50.
Yeah, see, that's sad, man. And they going in, man, and they're being charged by the feds. Man, is that a federal indictment or a state indictment?
No, it's a state.
Or they're being charged, period. Whether it's feds or state is a bad situation. There's a couple of them.
A couple of them.
Yeah, so, you know, my thing is when I think about the feds or I think about the state and I think about indictments, RICOs, or, you know what I'm saying, CCEs or something like that, and then there's a large group of people, I think about telling. Especially when I look at this one, I'm not saying none of these people told or anything of that nature. I'm looking at their conditions, like the condition of life they're in. They're older people, man.
No, they super old.
Like they really be coming at these people with 25, 30 year, you know what I mean, offers. Offers like, yo, what's up, man? Like, you know, so when are we gonna wake up? When are we gonna know that cutting corners ain't really good, man? I ain't gonna say ain't always, that's what I was ready to say, ain't always good, but it's not good at all.
Yeah.
Because when you get caught, man, Oye told me one time when I was selling crack, he said, yo, you got to make it every time when the police come, meaning you got to not have no gun on you, no drugs on you. Every time they blitz the block, they only got to catch you once. They don't care about coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Even if they don't find nothing, none of them days I just now mentioned. The thing is, one day they will. You have to make it every time they blitz that block if you're out there breaking law.
Every day.
Like, how much sense does that make when you go ahead and get you a 9 to 5, whether it be 13 hours an hour, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and we can keep on going up. You got a guaranteed check when you're employed legitly, as we both are right now.
Yeah, instead of the barber, say get $75 a cut.
$75 a head.
75. Come on, man.
Is it greed now? Like I don't like to assume. I like to deal with facts because assuming you make an ass out of yourself. But is it greed now? Because if I'm making $75 a head, I'm doing 10 heads a day.
Yeah.
Ooh, my eyes. That's $750.
$750.
If I'm in there Monday through Friday.
And if you get the late appointment, you gotta give him a bean 50.
Yeah, see, yeah. I don't know, man. I want to say, and this not just because I'm ready to say this. This may not be the reason, but if a person indulges in criminal activity and you're making $75 an hour or even a haircut because you have that type of profession, like what more do you? I mean, you're trying to obtain in life. Yeah. Like what more is you looking to get? What you want? How many? I don't know. I don't know. When I sit here and I think about it, I know when I was selling drugs and crack and robbing niggas, I ain't had nothing. I was broke, bro. I was out there. Shit was crunchy. I was on cups. As y'all say, cups. I was out there.
Pockets whistling.
Yeah, so, and I'm not saying that's an excuse for you to go out here and break law. No, I'm telling you why I broke law. I'm giving you my excuse. I'm not saying, yo, yeah, if you out here on cups and you come from a broken family and don't nobody love you, go sell drugs and rob people. No, I'm not saying that. Under no
for a cut robbery.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my thing is like,
that's the pandemic numbers. They couldn't go back down after pandemic, everyone had money.
Yeah, man. Yeah, everything went up. Yeah, you're right, but
I can't come back down if I charge you a bean during the pandemic. You go back to 50. Oh, you used to paying this bean.
And then my thing is, right, when you do commit these crimes, right, and get caught, whether you're old, young, middle age, and you go into these penitentiaries, the penitentiary is the same. The penitentiary, it ages as far as getting older, but it don't die. That building is there forever, 200, 300, 400 years. Lewisburg is like 197 years old. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no man ever outlived Lewisburg. Lewisburg, USP, which stands for United States Penitentiary. No one outlived that. So now, when you catch these little cases and you go in here, right, it's a lot of things that you got to deal with. A lot of mentally, as far as family, a lot of dudes coming with wives, kids, sick parents, or maybe even not sick.
Grandkids, they old, they ain't young.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you're putting all this at risk. Now, you on the inside dealing with the inside stuff that's traumatizing. See, a lot of y'all don't know about, a lot of y'all that had never been to prison. Today we're gonna explain a little bit about certain things about what goes on inside that wall. And one of the things that I'm gonna bring up today is you can be in there minding your business. Maybe you got 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, or whatever the case may be, you got that. You want to tip like, all right, you think because you're, locked in and, you're governed at an alarming rate by the correctional officers that's housing y'all or watching y'all for that matter, you think that I'm going to go ahead and do this and get on right on out of here. It's so many pitfalls that you run into in jail, bro.
Oh, for real.
So many. And one of them is the thing I'm talking about today is, how would you feel to wake up, right? You and a dude been cellies 9 months to a year. Evidently, if this your celly 9 months to a year, you ain't moved.
Y'all brothers now.
If you ain't moved out on him or he moved out on you, that means y'all compatible.
All your business.
Exactly. Imagine waking up one day, you jumping off the bed, whether you on top bunk, bottom bunk, whatever. Y'all got a routine. So he knows your routine early in the morning and you know his routine. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But imagine waking up, right, and your celly, like, the doors pop at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. But okay, let's say the doors pop at 6:30 in the morning, but your celly, he gets up at 5:15 and get all his, all his, what my man like to call it, all his, he's handling all his cosmetic wise stuff. Like he's brushing his teeth, washing his face, using the bathroom.
Making a cup of coffee.
Yeah, he's getting out your way before you even get up out. So when you get out the bed, it's no one in your way. So it's like you pretty much got a single cell. But this is how men learn how to bid. They don't be in the way. Like if you wake up at 6 and I moved in the cell with you and I see you wake up at 6 o'clock every day, I'm not going to try to get up when you get up. I'm going to get up at 6:30 because I know you're going to be out the way by 6:30. And now this is the life of the penitentiary. This ain't the life of society that I'm telling you about. Because it's a whole different ballgame when you wake up in your house and the kids and you, your woman, or whoever may be in that house. It's a different type of how you wake up in the morning there from when you wake up in the penitentiary. But imagine waking up one day, man, you've been in the cell with this dude 9 or 12 months, and he dead. He dead, Doc. You wake up, you jump off the bed, yo, Sully, why you ain't get up and handle your stuff? You ready to get in my way. He ain't responsive to you. You tapping. In jail, you don't touch a person while they sleep. The etiquette in jail is to tap the bunk. Yo, if I'm trying to get your attention and you my son, I might tap you if I'm real thorough with you and I know you like tap your shoulder, yo, if you sleeping, whatever. But other than that, I'm tapping that bunk. I'm banging on the bunk. I'm not going to touch you because that's a form of disrespect, especially if we ain't cool. So I'm tapping the bunk. Or I may know you. I might be tapping on you. Yo. And he ain't moving. He ain't shaking. I want y'all to think about that for a second. You wake up with a person you've been living with in these close confines for 9 months to 12 months to a year. Y'all have a compatibility. If y'all ain't move out on each other in 9 months to a year, y'all ain't. Y'all mess with each other.
Mother.
You know what I'm saying? So you wake up and he dead.
I think that happened a few times. It ain't happened to me personally, but I think that happened to a couple people on my block.
But that's real life, like, wow. So now, your next thing, right, once you get to touching on him or tapping on the bed and you see he's not responding to none of the bangs or the smacking on his shoulder or whatever, he's not responding to none of that, you get alarmed. Naturally, like me, I'm going to say me. I ain't going to say you. I'm going to say me because I've never been around that. I heard about that happening with a lot of the homies or whatever, been in the cell with somebody
I think that with my own eyes.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna go ahead and let you explain after I'm finished and giving the audience, the scenario. Not even scenario, a fact, things that take place in them penitentiaries all the time. But you wake up, you tapping your celly, he ain't responsive. In your mind, you like, what the hell? You go straight into like not panic mode, but you're on high alert. The first thing you do is either run to the door, because in the feds we got panic buttons. Like if you in there getting your ass whooped or somebody done died, you can hit a button and it'll ring in the COs. Yeah, it's a button, it's a panic button. And then they got like,
that in the state.
Yeah, they got mics in certain people's
we got mics
where they could talk and be like, yo, what you want up there?
Yeah, we got that too.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the panic button alerts them that somebody wants something from this cell. And then they'll see what cell is, you know what I mean, talking and all that, and then they'll talk back to you like, what happened? So imagine waking up, right? You up. I mean, not waking up, but you banging on the door. Your celly's dead, you banging on the door. CO comes to the door, what? You like, yo, man, my celly. You know, the CO can see in your cell. He's looking at you. It's a little sliver of a window. It's not big like a house window or nothing like that. This shit is a little ass sliver. It's like a goddamn little square with a glass right there, like a plexiglass is so strong. I don't know. It's like metal, but you can see through it. But now you telling the CO like, yo, my celly he not moving or nothing. First thing that CO gonna say is, why he not moving? I don't know. They're going to tell you to chill. When that type of stuff happens, what they do, the protocol is, they're not going to open that door right then and there. They're going to wait till they get back up.
Mm-hmm.
And on their thing is...
And they cuffing you up.
Exactly. Man, we got an inmate up there that just hit the door and say the celly is not responsive. I went to the door and I seen that what he said was correct, but we don't know how he became not responsive. That's how the police is going to take it anytime. And when I say the police, I'm talking about correctional officers.
Fact.
They're going to want to know why the fuck this man ain't getting up.
No.
And you in here on the door talking about he not responsive.
What you do to him?
All I know is criminals until further notice. You getting all the blame until further notice. I want y'all to let that sit in for a minute. That's just one of 1,000 aspects that you got to deal with in prison. But we're going to attack this because this attacks the mental more than anything. Not only will they lock you up and keep you in investigation in the hole until they do an autopsy on the body to see if it was any foul play, any type of, you strangling him or putting that knife or whatever the case be, how another person causes a person to die. They're going to eventually exonerate you from that. But you're going to sit in segregation housing unit, which they call it in the feds, which is the SHU. SHU. They might call it something
RHU state.
Okay, boom. You're going to sit there until they do the investigation and find you not a part of something that having to do with him dying. But now, after that aspect of them, putting you through this little trial, because you got jail inside of jail. The hole is jail.
And they're not giving you no celly in there because they don't trust you.
They don't trust you at all. They looking at you like, yo, we don't know what you in there just did. We just know your celly was dead, and we got to get to the bottom of this shit. Now, let me go into a deeper aspect of how traumatizing it is. Not only is you in a hole now, and you will be down there questioning yourself. Did I do something to that nigga last night? It'd be so crazy. Like, I know I ain't do nothing to bull. Man, I just woke up and he was gone. Now, like I said, you was in there for 9 to 12 months. That's a long time, man, to be living in confined areas.
That's a brotherhood
with a man. Y'all,
break that down. So that's a brotherhood. We living with each other 24/7, 365.
Man, and
we might be locked down for weeks together.
That's a crazy situation. Now, you in a hole, and you like, damn, my man done died while I'm in the cell, and they got me down here under investigation like I did it. They ain't even trying to see if he had they're going to get to all that, but like, damn, what if he had a medical problem? What if he had a heart problem? What if his breathing, asthma, or he couldn't get to his pumping? You're down there, you're under the thought, damn, my man done died. They got me in a hole like I done did it. This is a lot to weigh on a person with 2-3 years, man.
Oh, for sure.
You sitting there, you come in jail with 2-3 years, and then you're dealing with this. This is something that you'll probably had to never deal with on the street unless you wake up in your household and one of your family members has died. But you can hurry up. If you wake up in your household and see, somebody unresponsive, you could call the ambulance there, hurry up and get there and shoot them to the hospital. It'd be a whole nother procedure than the procedure that you're getting in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
They'll leave you in that cell with that man for an hour after you inform them that he's unresponsive.
They want to go get the captain and all.
I'm talking about, hold up. Don't let it be 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. They might not come in that joint to shift change. 6-7 o'clock in the morning. They want the big wigs to come on and we got Jackson up there in cell 213 with an inmate unresponsive. We don't know what the hell. All right, hold up, hold off, don't open the cell. Everything is slow in prison.
For real.
They don't rush to do a goddamn thing. They ain't in there rushing to see how fast they can come up on. No, man, that's a vicious type of, trauma. And I had somebody call home and inform me about that the other day. Like, damn, man, my Sully died, man. They act like I did it. Then, I had to go through 5.5 months in a 12, what is it, 12 by 12? What is it, 36? What's the size of a cell?
I don't even remember.
12 by 12, 36 by 36. It's something like that. It's something like that. If you pull it up on the gram or Google or whatever, the size of an average convicted felon cell, they'll give it to you. Now, you got to spend all this time in this cell 4 or 5 months. Didn't even do it. Didn't get to you, did it? Like, what the hell done happened to me? For real, because I'm going to be in there like, and we cousins. I'm going to be, we not in the cell together, and I'm like, yo, Dad, what the fuck you done did? How he died? He was just out here running the track yesterday.
No, for real.
So this, for the person that's in that cell, is a heavy task on his mind, bro.
Oh man, we got James on the live today too.
Oh, James LaFlame, what's up, man? Goddamn, man, you've been going for a minute, man. We'll get with you in a minute. Call up when we put the number up for everybody to call in, man. Call up and holler at us, man. But yeah, back to this, man. This one traumatizing aspect that I'm bringing up out of millions. Imagine you going to sleep in there with a cellmate that's been in your cell a year or better, man, and y'all cool, y'all comrades, man. And when I say going to sleep, not y'all being in the same bed, because you know how motherfuckers be tricky and mixing a nigga word. What do you mean by going to sleep? Oh, you tripping. No, ain't nobody on no gump or freak or activities that's unbecoming of a man. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, we don't bash the LGBT. We don't bash homosexuality. If that's something that you want to take part in, by all means necessary, have a ball.
They can't hear.